偉い人たちは相談してこの法律を作りました。バトルロワイヤル。そこで今日は皆さんにちょっと殺し合いをしてもらいます。最後の一人になるまでです。反則はありません。
If your brother or sister play Fortnite or PUBG too much, you can blame this movie because it started all. I mean, you can also say Among Us because in this movie there is no trust. With the extraordinary violence, unexpected plot and years of experience melting down into one movie, Kinji Tuskasaku has owned this movie Battle Royale from the author Takami and made this movie his own. Whether the Hunger Game is the rip-off of this Battle Royale, we will never talk about this. Believes Tarantino who believes it is.
I'm a big fan of the Japanese movie Battle Royale, which is what Hunger Games was based on. Oh, Hunger Games just ripped it off. Just straight up ripped it off.
In the future, the Japanese government captured this teenage student and forced them to kill each other under the Revolutionary Battle Royale Act. Like a bunch of students, and we as an audience were just dumped into this situation. While the students were thinking they will have a normal field trip, the students and we as an audience don't know what is happening. These students are sent to this island where they find their old teacher that had quit a long ago and the dead body of the teacher which was with them. We really don't know about the outer wall except the wall of this character. Why the Japanese government is doing this? Is it because just to teach these teenagers violence, what they had been through in the past, in the war, where they see the hell, the bloodbath, dead bodies everywhere? As a survivor, you have to pick this dead body and put them in peace so their soul can rest.
この日本の敗戦とともに終わったのがという1ヶ月ぐらい前でしたか。このアメリカの機動部隊の艦砲射撃30人ぐらいの人間がこの死死類類その死体処理がなぜか我々中学生にそしてまたこの空襲艦砲射撃というたんびに体の下へ逃げ込むわけですよね。痛めたりなんかしながら
Being born in 1930 in Mito, Japan, when World War II was happening, he has seen a lot of deaths, even carrying the dead body of fallen soldiers. After the war, he has seen violence and poverty, which directly reflect the violence in this movie and other movie of his. The director Tuskasaku wants to show us the experience, what a nonsensible violence and suffering they have experienced, like how in the war this violence is happening just from the dominoes effect and the feeling of if I don't kill them, they will kill me, with the aftermath of poverty which result in more violence going to the point of survival mode.
あるものを守るということはあるものを殺すことの自分を殺人者にすることであり
Director Tuskasaku and the older generation in the real world and the movie don't understand why these teenagers get violent when they have everything the older generation can wish for. Especially in 90s, Japanese teenagers form gangs, fight each other, which kinda inspire the show like Crow Zeroes and Tokyo Revenger. In the movie, when these teenagers were introduced, we can see a boy dropping a knife that is covered with blood. The girl hides the knife and the old teacher is panically washing his hand. And listen to the director Tuskasaku word. Teenage violence has become a major social problem in Japan in recent years, but the phenomenon is confusing to adults. In the past, there was still violence, but there was always reason behind it, like poverty. Which proves my point that in the movie, government and the older generation wants to show nonsensical violence to the new generation in this way, and the director might want to point out also that through this movie. My favorite thing about this movie is the violence and how they were able to work with bunch of teenagers. If I was the director, I will push them off the cliff and that will be the violence. Also the blood sparing out of the neck is like damn good. I mean like damn good. And the cinematography in this movie, like this is my favorite shot. It feels like it came from the lo-fi live stream. The movie came before, but like yeah, only a few have managed to adapt from a manga and anime perfectly, and this is one of them. If you like this movie, you can also go and read the manga. It goes more deep with the character, which I like. And if I have to talk about the sequel, I don't like it. I quit watching that after 20 minutes. That's all I have to say. Sometimes it baffles me how Japanese cinema is not getting recognized like its counterpart anime. I understand that the production of the movie is slow from the counterpart anime, and only people who are talented enough to recognize good stuff like me watch this movie.